So we decided to not let it end. We taped another show. Only this time, we did it with absolutely no plan. We didn't know what was going to happen at all. We just strapped on some guitars, told some stories, and played some of their classic music. What you're about to see is totally unrehearsed, trust me, and completely off the cuff. So just sit back and enjoy the Old Dogs 2 Unplugged.
To be a whole lot more fun than this right here for me. I would have never, ever dreamed growing up in a little tiny town in Texas, I'd be sitting here with Bobby Bear, Waylon Jennings, Mel Tillis, and Jerry Reed ready to play whatever came to our mind. Incredible. Where you from? I'm from a little town called De Leon, Texas.
Hey, my brother was born in Gorman.
You're kidding me.
No. And we used to haul watermelons down there.
Oh, yeah. I used to date a girl in Gorman.
Did you?
Let's not go there.
Not anymore. It's an ugly girl.
Yeah, that's the one I dated. Well, no, we're just
I was born in Tampa, Florida, and why don't I have a guitar?
I'm sure we can get you one.
I tell you what, you're too busy talking when we were passing that guitar.
No, we're just going to shoot from the hip and play and say whatever comes to our mind here for a while.
Boy.
And it's a dangerous thing, I understand, but I think we're worthy to the task. I think we're ready. You want to start us off with one, Bobby?
Well, I'll do one from the Old Dogs album. This is it was
what year is it in?
This is a song called "She'd Rather Be Homeless Than Here at Home with Me."
It's in C.
Nobody plays in C no more.
It was our 25th anniversary, and I was watching the Super Bowl when suddenly she started cursing me. Well, I almost dropped my remote control. Then she said, "That's that," and grabbed her hat, then headed out into the snow. And that was almost 2 long years ago. Now see her shuffling down the street, combat boots on her dainty feet, pushing her belongings in a cart from the A&P. See her bumming cigarettes on the sidewalk where she sits. Whoa, she'd rather be homeless than here at home with me. She'd rather be sleeping in some doorway than lying in the lap of luxury. And when that cold wind starts to blow, Lord, it hurts me so to know she'd rather be homeless than here at home with me.
Man, I wife like that.
You got 2 or 3 of them like that.
I know it.
Let me tell the folks where they can find that and a whole bunch of other fine selections. It's on Old Dogs, volumes 1 and 2. And the number to call is 1-877-OLD-DOGS. I'm thinking pretty much all of us can remember that.
Hey.
What a fun record. Thanks to Shell.
Shel Silverstein wrote all 21 songs on that. And they're all songs.
And he had about, 50 to choose from.
Oh, yeah. He runs them off. And they're all songs people our age can relate to. Mm-hmm. anybody over 40 or 50 years old.
I'm there. I'll be 41.
Oh, you're a child.
No, but I feel old. Does that count?
Yeah, you're in. You're in. We'll make you an old dog, an honorary old
That
dog.
counts in dominoes. 42 and 48. Yeah.
So do you guys all remember the first time you met each other?
I do.
Yeah?
I do.
Go down the line.
All right. First time I met Waylon was in Phoenix, Arizona in 1963 or early 64. And he was playing at JD's, and I became an instant fan. I thought he was the greatest thing that ever happened, and still do. First time I met Mel Tillis was in 1959, I believe, at Cedarwood Music. We came in town looking for some songs to record, and Mel and I became friends. See, when I start talking about him, I stutter.
Isn't that weird? Yeah, it's catchy.
And then I
You came in
recorded
there with some guy from up in Cincinnati.
Harry Carlson, Fraternity Records.
Fraternity Records.
And
Fraternity?
Yeah.
Fraternity Records.
Fraternity Records.
Oh,
With an M. Yeah.
And then,
Don't get excited, Reed. It's hard in your heart.
and then I was living in California and recorded
But you
Detroit
cut some-
City.
Go back.
How far
You
back?
cut a song,
Cincinnati.
and you cut a song called "The All-American Boy," and they put somebody else's
That's right.
name on it, and you went to the Army.
1958, biggest rock and roll hit of the year.
Oh, yes, it was.
And yeah, that's when I met you. We was looking
They
for
had his
somebody.
name. What was your name? The Parsons?
Bill Parsons, a friend of mine.
Bill Parsons.
Still is. Good guy.
He put his name on it, but it was him doing the singing, and he was in the Army eating Army chow.
Making $300 a month.
No, they didn't pay that.
$200 a month?
No, when I was in the Air Force, I only got $98, and they said they was overpaying me then.
You know they pay by the word. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Maybe that was
But
what
that's
it
where I
was.
met Mel. That's where I met Mel, and then I recorded Detroit City, which he wrote along with Danny Dill, and it became a major hit
Yes,
for
it
me.
did. Why didn't you cut that, Mel? Why didn't you cut Detroit City?
Well, they had a talking part in it.
A recitation.
That'll do it every time.
That's the reason.
And they didn't have enough tape.
So then I moved back to Nashville, and Mel and I fished a lot together. We went to Florida, and me and Mel and Jeannie went down there fishing. The first time I ever fished in Florida, and Mel and I've been friends ever since. And Jerry Reed has played on every hit I ever had. When I first started recording for RCA and Chet Atkins produced me, I said, get us some new great musicians, and Jerry Reed was one of them. And
Yeah, just moved up. Well, we're gonna keep passing it around, folks. We're gonna go away for just a second. Don't even think about changing the channel. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We'll be right back, folks.
Coming up next, Jerry Reed performs a classic.
And I talked to it till 4. And then I saw your 90 on the table by the phone. So I've been sitting alone, trying stuff on.
Brought to you by Red Lobster, because life on land is dry. And by GMC Sierra. Do one thing, do it well.
We know they're out there. Individuals who ask more from a truck than 99% of the world. To us, they are the 1%ers. With their demanding standards in mind, we introduced the completely redesigned GMC Sierra. 1%ers, step forward. The all-new Sierra from GMC.
Take these off, put these on. It's time to take a little trip where the water is fine and the crab legs are steaming hot and delicious. And for a little while, they're just $9.99 a pound. Escape to Red Lobster.
No one knows more about the safety of pain relievers than doctors and hospitals. And the pain reliever they choose most? Tylenol. Why? Because doctors know Tylenol is least likely to have drug interactions, and it won't cause stomach irritation the way aspirin and even ibuprofen sometimes can. For over 20 years, Tylenol has been the first choice of doctors and hospitals. When safety matters, Tylenol, the pain reliever hospitals use most.
After having 3 kids,
Mind if I turn this down, please?
No! I was pretty worried that my body lost a lot of calcium.
Danny, Matt, come on.
So I went to Rite Aid to talk to a pharmacist. They're specially trained at the Rite Aid Vitamin Institute. The Rite Aid pharmacist knew exactly what I needed and how much to take. And when I can still do this with my grandkids, I'll be glad we had that talk.
Rite Aid. It's not just a store, it's a solution.
Want to color your gray beard or mustache and get a natural look? It's easy with Just for Men Gel.
You look so natural, no one can tell with Just for Men Gel. No one can tell with Just for Men Gel.
It's not regular hair coloring. It's specially made to penetrate that coarse, hard-to-color gray. Simply brush in and in 5 minutes, rinse. Now gray is gone, matched up to the rest of your hair.
You look so natural, no one can tell with Just for Men Gel.
Bacon! Bacon! Where's the bacon? I smell bacon! 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 Gotta be bacon! Only one thing smells like bacon! That's bacon! Bacon, 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 bacon! There! From that bag! What's it say? I can't read! Please, please, give me what's in the bag! Chewy, yummy, smoky bacon!
There you go.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy! No, 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 no! It's bacon!
No, it's Bacon Strips, brand dog snack from Purina. Bacon Strips. Dogs don't know it's not bacon.
It's bacon!
In our house, Arm & Hammer is our standard of protection.
Right. The other deodorant antiperspirants have the same basic ingredient.
But Arm & Hammer has the added power of baking soda to absorb and eliminate odors.
Not cover them up.
Arm yourself with the standard of protection.
Welcome back. You know what would be fun to do right now? Excuse me, I hate to interrupt you. We have a television show we're trying to do.
Oh. Hey, that ain't no big deal. What'd you say?
No, I thought it'd be fun to
Is
talk
that
to
Ralph Emery?
Talk to Ralph Emery Jr. Yeah. To talk to the folks in the crowd here. If anybody has a question, just come on down. Yes, sir.
Wanted to ask if any of you would be willing to share your most embarrassing moment. Something you'd feel free to share on television, I guess.
I'll do it.
Go, Waylon. Most embarrassing moment.
I was in Kansas City now. And, settle down. You ain't heard all of it yet. No, I had just cleaned my life up and got drugs out of my life, but in the process, I'd gained about 25 pounds. And I had these Levi's on that it took 4 people to help me zip them up. And me and Willie's playing Kansas City. And all of a sudden, there was 2 girls in about the second row that told me that my zipper had broke. Now, that's what you worry about all the time is your zipper open, you know?
Yeah.
Well...
In fact, should we all just check?
Yeah.
No? Everybody clear?
Yeah, and I checked, and it was.
All right.
Went out. Willie came out and asked me if I was trying to count to 11. And Jesse came in with some black tape and taped up my britches. And Gary Scruggs was working for me, and I said, "Watch my flies. If that thing comes open again, let me know." And here's Scruggs playing guitar going. Is that all you need?
That's good, yeah.
That's the truth.
How about you, Bob?
Well, mine's about like his. When I first started recording in the early 60s, I was living in L.A., and I had my first hit, but I didn't have much money, so I went down there on this poor part of L.A. over on Melrose Avenue, and I bought me what was in then a real tight-legged, shiny suit like they were all wearing on the Dick Clark show.
Yeah.
And it was nice and tight, and I was skinny, and the first gig I did was in Detroit for Mark Avery, and it was a record hop. And the stage was about as high as this, maybe a little higher, to the point where I had to, when they introduced me, I would have to either jump and come on like Jerry Lee Lewis, or I could walk slowly around. But what I opted to jump. And what I didn't realize is this cheap suit that I bought was also cheap cloth. And so when I jumped, there was a time period in there between the introduction and the beginning of the record. I was going to lip sync. Well, what you heard when I jumped was the whole seat of my pants. Oh. Sideways, not in the scene. Sideways. Oh. It said rip real loud. And everybody saw it and heard it. And there I was standing on stage.
Boxers
with
or
my
briefs?
bare bottom hanging
You were
out.
going commando, were you?
Yes, sir. And 2 or 3 of those little girls jumped up there and held it and put a safety pin in it. But it was embarrassing.
I don't think I told that part. That must have been terribly painful for you.
It was.
My most embarrassing was I went to a game, a football game down in Tampa, Florida. It was a Buccaneers were playing Oakland, and there was a fella in front of me. He had a radio and a little television, and I heard on the radio that said the announcer said, "Well, Mel Tillis is in the crowd here with us." And all of a sudden, boy, a roar went up, and I thought that he was talking about me, and I stood up and did like this, and then out come all the Buccaneers. I stood around, boy, and I just eased back down. That was embarrassing.
Man, imagine that particular moment if your zipper had been down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Insult to injury. You want to do a tune for us over there, Jerry?
What about you?
Well, not really.
Oh, we want to hear his embarrassing.
I don't really want to hear it. That's why I'm taking him to the tune. No, let's have it. Most embarrassing moment.
I've never had an embarrassing moment.
I find that pretty easy to believe,
my
actually.
fly's been unzipped on the stage 4 or 5 different times. And all I ever see is people out there with binoculars. I don't guess I have enough to get embarrassed about.
Well, binoculars is better than a magnifying glass, though. Won't you render us a tune? You said somebody requested one for you?
Yeah, but I can't remember the word.
That's all right. That's okay.
We don't need no words.
No.
Hum it.
This is called Trying Stuff On. I dug out your photograph from our old dresser drawer. I set it on the table, and I talked it till 4. And then I saw your nightie on the table by the phone. So I've been sitting alone, trying stuff on. Then I look through your jewelry, or your clip-on hoop earring, your lipstick and your makeup, your accessories and things. Then I saw something else, and I felt all alone. So I've been setting it on, trying stuff on. Trying stuff on. Trying stuff on. I'm trying stuff on. Trying stuff on. Your high-heeled shoes and your dress of pink chiffon. You left me with your memory and the wardrobe that you own. So I've been setting it on, trying stuff on.
We're gonna try each other's clothes on during the break. We'll be right back, folks. Go with it.
It's my wife. I left her sitting right here.
How long has she been gone?
You don't think?
Aha.
What?
Checked out Red Hot Harry's?
No way. Lucinda gets really bad heartburn.
Not anymore, she doesn't.
What's that?
Looks like the remains of an individually wrapped Pepsid AC chewable.
Introducing Pepsid AC Chewables, the first chewable to stop heartburn before it starts.
Lucinda? Is that you?
Start living heartburn-free with new Pepsid AC Chewables.
Batteries.
Video games don't just blast through your batteries.
More batteries.
They blast through your money. That's why you should arm yours with Rayovac Maximum Alkaline. They pack long-lasting alkaline power, but cost less, so you can buy more games.
How about a little one-on-one?
Uh-oh.
Get the Maximum. Rayovac Maximum.
You wonder why your throat is dry, more and more needs free sort. You gotta believe for no relief. You know what you're looking for. Ricola here, Ricola there, Ricola here, Ricola there, Ricola here, Ricola there, Ricola here, Ricola there. Ricola, soothing Ricola, natural Ricola, sorrow, Ricola, Ricola.
In our house, Arm & Hammer is our standard of protection.
Right, the other deodorant antiperspirants have the same basic ingredient.
But Arm & Hammer has the added power of baking soda to absorb and eliminate odors.
Not cover them up.
Arm yourself with the standard of protection.
From Walt Disney Home Video comes an unforgettable story
The Huns have invaded China!
of one young woman who must risk everything to discover the hero inside.
You have saved us all.
Disney's Mulan. Own it on video today.
This Valentine's Day, tell them you love them with those 3 little words.
Pillsbury sugar cookies.
Just roll, cut, bake, then decorate with your own sweet message. They're the perfect way to say, I love you, oh.
Oops.
How do you get healthy hair like this? Hair with this sheen and body? Feed your dog Pedigree with Champion Skin and Coat System in every can and bag.
Pedigree, developed with vets, recommended by top breeders.
Primetime Country is packing it up and taking it on the road.
This is a great town.
We're headed to Orlando and the Universal City Walk at Universal Studios. You'll see some of country's newest stars, and we'll be having a big time live from the Sunshine State.
Yeah, baby.
Go with us for some fun in the sun.
Might I ask why?
Primetime Country on the road in Orlando, all next week on TNN.
You can contact Primetime Country on the World Wide Web at country.com, your personal source for all things country.
We're back. We were talking during the break about how much fun it is to talk to you folks. We're actually having fun doing this. Thank you for being willing to share yourself with us. What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Trenta Swan.
Trenta?
Trenta.
Trenta?
Yes.
You're the first Trenta I think I've ever met, Trenta.
My father was Trent, so I got an A.
Good, good.
My question to each of you is, of all your hits, which is your favorite?
Well, you know, I think probably, it's just so hard to pick one. It's almost impossible to pick one, really. I'll just let you guys answer.
Well, I have two favorites of mine. One of them, of course, is the song Melrose, Detroit City, because that's when I realized that I'd never have to get a real job again.
Isn't that a good moment?
Oh, great. And my second favorite is a project and an album that I did back in '75 with my kids when they were little, called Singing in the Kitchen, Banging on the Pots and Pans.
Yeah.
I was able to capture the kids when they were at that magic age, and it was a wonderful thing. Still is. I still do it every night.
Yeah. How about you, Will? Favorites?
Oh, my favorite song that I ever recorded is Dreaming My Dreams.
Yeah.
You know, I think what I like about that song, about that time, you know, when I recorded that, Jack Clements brought it to me. And when I finished it that night, it was really weird because I did it one time and we could never do it any better. And I went out and there's the old boy that wrote it was in the studio. And all I could think of to say to him is, you know, I don't know you, but you got to be a pretty good old boy to write a song like that. It's the truth.
Yeah, that's a great
one. Well, You know, I've got a couple of them that I like a whole lot, and one of them was written by Harlan Howard. Life Turned Her That Way is one of my favorites.
Good song. Good song.
And the other was written by a boy from Oklahoma, Tommy Collins. It's called New Patches.
Oh, yeah, good.
Well, I guess I've got a couple favorites too, but I guess my favorite of all time was Guitar Man because I got number one. I come up with a guitar lick that Chet Atkins couldn't play.
Yeah,
not easy.
And you just aggravated me to death with that lick.
But
Let me tell you this, we had offices there in that old building, the Capitol building?
Yeah, next to each other.
Hubert Long.
You remember that?
And our offices, we had a little office. We couldn't even afford an office, actually, but he had one, I had one, and he drove me out of my mind. I think that is the reason that I continue to stutter to this day with that lick. Show him that lick.
I can't play it anymore.
You can't play it anymore?
I can't play it. No, it took me about 24 hours a day to learn to play it.
Yeah.
See, but it.
And poor.
But I got a
know you drove her crazy with it too.
Oh, a hell of a lot more licks than that.
Okay.
I got it.
Well, do we know any of these that we can play? Can you rattle off Detroit City?
Oh, sure, Mel can help.
What gear is it in?
First verse, man.
Last night, I went to sleep, Detroit City. About those cotton. That's too high for me. You got the wrong key for me.
I dreamed about my mother, dear old papa, sister, and brother.
I'll do the recitation.
Dreamed about the girl who's been waiting for so long. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. Oh, how I wanna go
freight train way up north of Detroit City. And after all these years, I find that I have just been awake to my time. Think I'll take my foolish pride, put it on a southbound freight and ride, and go on home to the home folks that's been waiting all along.
Now I know why you didn't go to Corey. Well, I want to do the lick again.
All right, go ahead.
You do it. Wait a minute, Barry.
Who did the lick on the record?
Charlie McCoy.
Charlie McCoy.
Charlie McCoy played it. I was on the station.
I think Boots Randolph was tuning. You know, that's the first time, Mel, you and I have ever done that song together.
Yeah, but I don't sing it in that key.
You do now.
If I was you two, I wouldn't do it again either.
next song in C.
In C.
In C.
Woo! C.
That's how I do. You 400.
I want to go home.
400 performances a year.
She's a good key. You should consider that.
Yeah.
That's a lazy man.
We'll keep considering all the various options available to us musically. We'll be right back, folks.
Coming up next, Waylon Jennings sings a brand new song.
Nashville is rough on the living, but she really speaks well of the dead.
Here, kitty.
The new Silverado interior is so big, there's plenty of room for seating. And, in a pinch...
Mommy said I could ride the pony.
Ample room for sleeping. Introducing Silverado, the truck from Chevrolet.
This is Unisom Sleep Gels. It helps you sleep. This is Tylenol PM. It helps you sleep too. They both have the exact same amount of the exact same sleep ingredient. But Tylenol PM has added medicine for headaches, backaches, even fever. Do you have a headache? Backache? Fever? Then why take medicine for it? Take Unisom. It's a safe, non-habit-forming way to fall fast asleep.
This is not like any other antacid I've ever had.
You won't believe your mouth.
It dissolves in your mouth. It's just like, shabam.
Introducing Maalox Quick Dissolve Chewables, a whole new kind of calcium antacid for heartburn.
Dissolves immediately, swallow, done.
Boom.
New Maalox Quick Dissolve Chewables dissolve faster and more completely than Tums.
It's not gritty. It's not pieces. Goodbye, grit.
New Maalox Quick Dissolve Chewable Tablets. Quick dissolve your heartburn away.
I'm a happy man.
From 1 Minute Maalox.
After having 3 kids,
Mind if I turn this down, please? No.
I was pretty worried that my body had lost a lot of calcium.
Danny, Matt, come on.
So I went to Rite Aid to talk to a pharmacist. They're specially trained at the Rite Aid Vitamin Institute. The Rite Aid pharmacist knew exactly what I needed and how much to take. And when I can still do this with my grandkids, I'll be glad we had that talk.
Rite Aid. It's not just a store, it's a solution.
Primetime Country is packing it up and taking it on the road. We're headed to Orlando. You'll see some of country's newest stars live from the Sunshine State. Primetime Country on the road in Orlando. All next week on TNN. Well.
When you need to rent a car, truck, or van, we've got it. Greenway Auto Rental is Central Washington's only rental company, offering both 7 and 15 passenger vans, light and full-size trucks, and a complete selection of Hondas, Chevys, Mazdas, and Isuzus. Greenway Auto Rental offers competitive daily, weekly, and monthly rates, convenient terms, and we accept all major credit cards. If you find yourself transporting a group or just need to get across town, call Greenway Auto Rental today for immediate availability.
The Old Dog CD. Just call 1-877-OLD-DOGS.
Welcome back. We've got a whole bunch of folks who want to ask a question. You've been waiting a long time, sir. What's your name?
Harry Williams from Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Hello, Harry.
That's my neighbor.
Is it really?
It's my neighbor and my fishing buddy.
Hey,
what's the whole
this
story?
question here don't
better
count.
move.
Huh? This question don't count. It's rigged, I'm telling you.
Is this one stacked?
He lives up there on Old Hickory Lake, and the whole thing's rigged, I'm telling you. No, I'm going to give you an excellent opportunity. This is a personal question. I know that Bobby and Mal and Jerry are all avid fishermen. They, I think, would rather be fishing than most anything else. But I'm just curious, among you three, it's a two-part question. Among you three, who of you is the best smallmouth fisherman? And then I'd like to ask,
tell you the truth.
who is the best in the world?
Wait a minute. Let me tell you the truth. He comes in a while ago, and he hadn't seen Reed in a while. Mel said, "Hey, Reed, how you doing?" Well, Reed said, "I got a 16-pound bass." You know, I mean, he hadn't seen him in months. That's all he does.
And it got bigger. The bass got bigger. The longer we talked,
Well,
it got bigger.
he was with me. He knows how huge it was.
He lies and he swears to it.
Oh, no.
So which one of you is the best, really? I mean, you all.
I think I am.
I'm the best.
It's the one that he goes the most is the best.
Yeah, well, that brings, your question brings up another interesting question.
Fish.
You were saying they'd rather fish than do just about anything else?
At their age.
Yeah, at their age.
Hey, let me tell you. This is dangerous when you're with him. One time I was in a boat with him, and my wife had a little wiglet on her head, and Bear...
A what?
A wiglet.
Oh, okay.
That's a baby wig. That was my blonde-headed wife.
Yeah.
She had that's a little wiglet. Anyway, we're in there, and she liked to fish, and we're sitting around there fishing, and all of a sudden I hear this blood-curdling scream. And the Bear's looking back, and she's got her head like this, and I look around there, and here comes this wiglet with a water dog on it. He said, you should have said, feel lucky, though. So the guy that was with me last week, I got him in the earlobe.
Oh, wiglet.
I was going for a long cast.
Yeah, you did.
Well, you want to do one for us?
Oh, yeah, I think.
Y'all want to hear one from Waylon Jennings? How about that? Yeah?
His picture was in all the papers. They said that a legend had passed. The late evening news did a special report, and his people swore that his memory would last. Yeah. They're playing his records all weekend, praising the life that he led. Nashville is rough on the living, but she really speaks well of the dead. The wife that they interviewed cried is the same one that left him last fall. And the record promoter who called him a hero is the one who wouldn't answer his call.
I've been there.
The ladies, they sit over coffee, brag about sharing his bed. They didn't want to be him around when he was living. Boy, I'm good. They really speak well of the dead. They observed 20 seconds of silence on the Opry on Saturday night. They're searching the bars and the basements for some souvenir of his life. They're planning the book for September, showing his plain country roots. They're selling the rights to the movie, and the Hall of Fame's getting his boots. At the funeral, somebody recited a poem that never did fit. And they told how he suffered and bled. Nashville is rough on the living, but she really speaks well of the dead.
Brought to you by Aleve. All day strong, all day long.
If you leave a job half done, you could be in big trouble, right?
Right.
That's the problem with ordinary pain relievers. They work for a while, then quit. Aleve works all day long with just 2 pills. And Aleve is safe. It's made with a form of naproxen doctors have prescribed and trusted for years. So if your pain reliever isn't getting the job done, sink it. And try Aleve. 2 pills, all-day relief. Works for me.
This dry skin itch?
He could be scratching to infection. You need Lanacaine, now with antibacterial to help prevent infection.
And it moisturizes with aloe.
No more itch.
Lanacaine, the only itch killer that's a germ killer, too.
Do you experience vaginal dryness and need moisture? Vagisil Intimate Moisturizer is like bringing back your own natural moisture with natural aloe and soothing chamomile. Gentle enough to use every day. Vagisil Intimate Moisturizer.
What happens when country legends Waylon, Jennings, Tillis, Bobby Bear, and Jerry Reed team up with amazing songwriter Shel Silverstein? A classic country music moment. Meet the Old Dogs. They're irreverent.
To cut the mustard, I'm just too tired to spread it around.
Rowdy.
Ooh, if you'd have read my mind, you'd have slapped my face.
Hysterical.
Oh man, I'm trying to do a young man job.
And their 2-volume Old Dogs collection is taking older music fans by storm.
Do it no more. I won't do it no more. So you quit smoking, but you're still gonna die.
These songs are, in my opinion, really entertaining for people our age, because that's what they're about.
Lord, it hurts me so to know she'd rather be homeless than here at home with me. Alimony, alimony.
Get the Old Dogs on 2 CDs for $24.95 or 2 cassettes for $19.95.
Come back when you're younger. I wanna go become rug. I wanna jitterbug, jitterbug, jitterbug. Nashville is rough on the living.
This 2-volume set makes a great gift item.
Speaks well of the dead. Elvis has left the building.
Join in all the music, fun, and laughter.
And all you got left is me.
Man, you get all 4 of us in the studio. What a ride.
Order the Old Dogs today. To order the Old Dogs, get your credit card ready and call the number on your screen. Or send check or money order for $24.95 for 2 CDs or $19.95 for 2 cassettes to the address above. Rush delivery available. Remember, this 2-volume collection makes a great gift item. Order now.
And disconnect my dialysis.
Primetime Country is headed to Houston, and you could come along. We'll be at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. For your chance to win, send your name, address, and daytime phone number to the address on your screen. The winner gets 3 nights hotel accommodations, airfare, VIP seats at the shows, and $1,000 cash spending money. Primetime Country on the road in Houston, beginning February 22nd on TNN.
Oh, yeah. Well, folks, these are your CDs, volumes 1 and 2 of Old Dogs. And again, it's 1-877 Old Dogs. Not that hard.
We think every home ought to have one.
Every single home should have one.
Especially if you're over 40.
You know, I know you want this music for folks your age, but I'm telling you, there's a bunch of young folks that are going to dig this too. This is fun music. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, here goes Ray.
Kind of like looking in the mirror.
Oh, yeah.
You really believe that, what
that,
Bear said. You know? Bear
it's
lied just to get you by his record.
No, it's the name of the group, it's the name of the record, and here's the name of the song. I love this tune.
We're old dogs.
Well, I did love it.
We can still bury a bone.
Who's got the first one?
Old dogs don't run too far. Old dogs don't chase no car. Old dogs don't jump and bark. They can still bury a bone.
Now an old dog, he don't do much growling. Old dog, he just sits there scowling. Full moon, he don't do much howling. but he'll still bury a bone. Old dogs don't learn new tricks. Old dogs don't fetch many sticks. Old dog don't waste his lick, but he still bury a bone. Everybody! Old dog, old dog, old dog, old dog, old dog. But we still bury a bone.
Now, which one of you would like to give me the deep hidden philosophical meaning in that particular song?
It's exactly what it sounds like.
Okay, all right. Just checking. Okay. We've got some folks in the audience, I think, that would love to talk to us. Yes, ma'am. What's your name?
Deneen Benefield from Flowery Branch, Georgia.
Where's that?
Flowery Branch, Georgia.
Flowery Branch. Where is that near anything?
Near Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta? Okay.
I just want to ask Jerry if the dog Fred in the movie Smokey and the Bandit was his dog or if it's just one he used, and if he plans on having any more movies.
No, he wasn't my dog or I'd have killed him. Now, you see, everybody loves Fred, see, but they ain't spent 8 hours in Atlanta, Georgia in 100 degrees heat in the cab of a truck with a dog that peed on his kneecap about every 3 or 4 hours. But truthfully, I loved old Fred. He was a great dog. And he wasn't trained either, especially potty trained. And yes, I just finished a movie with Adam Sandler and Henry Winkler and Kathy Bates. It'll be out Thanksgiving called Waterboy, and it's hysterical. You're going to love it.
Good.
You're going to love it.
Good.
Yes, you will. And you're going to love to hate me because I'm a football coach and I'm a low-down, dirty, no good SOB. Wake up, Waylon, I'm talking.
Was that a real stretch for you to play that part? I was curious about his acting technique. Come on.
He's a great actor. I think
he is great.
I think
really good. He'd make a great bad guy. Oh, man.
Let me ask y'all something. Is this a decaf or is it? I'm a nervous wreck. I don't drink caffeine.
Is it decaf? What would you like to drink to slow you down a bit?
Oh man, I got to get. I got to get rid of that.
You just drink any kind you want to. We can't tell the difference.
This time in your life, you're worried about drinking something decaf. I mean, after
but it
your
got
life,
me nervous.
the way
I bit my tongue while
because you lied. That's what happened.
We're going to go out with a bang, folks, in just a minute. Don't go away.
I thought we was already gone.
No matter where the good times take you, you've got it handled in the quick and nimble DeVille. With its 275 horsepower North Star system, standard traction control, and Magna-Steer that makes parking a breeze and gives you a real feel for the road. Right now, the good times start at your Cadillac dealer, where you can get a $19.99 DeVille for only $4.99 a month. DeVille, for the time of your life. Take control at your Cadillac dealer.
If you leave a job half done, you could be in big trouble, right?
Right.
That's the problem with ordinary pain relievers. They work for a while, then quit. Aleve works all day long with just 2 pills, and Aleve is safe. It's made with a form of naproxen doctors have prescribed and trusted for years. So if your pain reliever isn't getting the job done, sink it. And try Aleve. 2 pills, all-day relief. Works for me.
For itchy patches of dry winter skin, moisturizers can't always cut it. Try new Cortisone 10 Plus. Among these, only Cortisone 10 Plus has 10 moisturizers, plus the power of Cortisone 10 to stop itch and help heal. Try new Cortisone 10 Plus.
Well, good morning. Did you realize the American Cancer Society says foods like Florida orange juice may help in the fight against cancer?
Really?
Yes. Has a sandwich ever lied to you? Now go seize the day.
100% pure Florida orange juice. Are you drinking enough?
Stay tuned to receive your free trial version of America's #1 accounting software for small business.
Okay, folks, here's your business cards, letterhead, and my invoice.
How did you create this invoice?
With QuickBooks accounting software, I called the toll-free number and got a free trial version.
Wish I had time to learn new software.
It takes no time. Answer a few simple questions and QuickBooks tailors itself to your business automatically. And if you can write a check, you can use QuickBooks. QuickBooks makes it easy to see who owes you money and how much you owe. It also does invoicing, payroll, and inventory. Plus, you get customizable reports and graphs that puts you in control of your business.
To try QuickBooks free, call 1-800-937-3619 for your free trial version. Or if you also need time tracking, estimating, and project costing, then try QuickBooks Pro. Either trial is yours free for calling 1-800-937-3619. That's 1-800-937-3619.
I'm Marty Stewart with a moment from a century of country. You know, every girl dreams of wearing a pretty dress made just for her, but this pretty dress has an amazing story to tell. That story next. This little girl's love of music began very early in her life. This future star was already singing by the age of 2, and at 5 she entered and won her first song and dance competition. At 11, she recorded her first album, and 3 years later, she rocketed to stardom. She wore this dress when she went home with her first CMA award in 1996. It was made especially for the young lady who sang Blue, LeAnn Rimes. Look for LeAnn Rimes' dress here at the Country Music Hall of Fame in Nashville. I'm Marty Stewart saying, honor thy music.
This Century of Country moment has been brought to you by 1010-321. Dial in and save 50% on calls over 10 minutes. Roller Jam, Friday night on TNN.
Airline transportation provided by Southwest Airlines, the official airline of Primetime Country. Go places, see people, do things. With Southwest Airlines, you have the freedom to fly. Southwest Airlines, a symbol of freedom. Hotel accommodations provided by Doubletree Hotel, downtown Nashville, within walking distance of Wild Horse Saloon and 2nd Avenue Entertainment District. Gary Chapman and Nan Sumrall's wardrobe provided by Dillard's of Green Hills. Catering provided by Wild Horse Saloon. Wild Horse Saloon featuring Friday night concerts starring country's hottest acts. Call 615-256-WILD.
Oh, man. If the fun police are out there, please, just leave us alone. Do not arrest us tonight. But we have all deserved to be put away for tonight. This has been just a blast. Okay, I can't let this pass. I need one Willie Nelson story, Waylon.
One Willie Nelson story?
One that you can actually tell.
There's a lot of Willie Nelson stories. Here's some real good advice. The worst thing you can hear in this ear or this ear is Willie Nelson saying, "Come on, Hoss, we'll get rich." That ain't no joke. I've had to start my life over several times because of him.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
But he's my buddy.
Yeah, that'd be another dog that would that would fit in right well.
Hunt, yeah.
That dog would hunt. No question about it. You know, we need to. First of all, I just want to thank you guys for being here. It means the world. It means the world that you would take this.
You're a lot of fun, man. Thank you. I'm just honored to be sitting here. It does mean a lot. Thank you guys very much. We need to go out roaring. Can we do a Good-Hearted Woman? How about that? Huh? Is that all right? We're just going to sing this until we drop, folks. Thank you guys very much. Don't be strangers.
Everybody get on.
I'm on.
A long time forgotten, a dream that just fell by the way. Oh, yeah. Good life.
dreams of the best time are the best things you've done.
Yeah.